Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In the summer of 2025, Shimano quietly released something quite revolutionary, I think, at least has the potential. On the same day that they released some whiz-bang, XTR, Di2, mumbo jumbo, and that the industry went bananas about. Of course, all the coverage from those press releases was all about XTR, and pretty much nobody paid any attention to the other press release that day, which was Shimano introducing some new technology that actually might be game-changing. They also released something that nobody really asked for, but quite honestly, a lot of people might actually need. It's called Q Auto, and it's a new automatic shifting system that is applicable on e-bikes and non-e-bikes. Doesn't require a motor to run the electric system, doesn't require charging. You just ride and it shifts for you. It's that simple. Today we're going to talk about what it is, why it might matter, and at the end we'll talk about some of my impressions for the very short time that I've been riding it so far. Let's dive in. Shimano has been chasing automatic shifting for longer than most of us have been riding. So Q Auto isn't new, really. I mean, they've been working on it forever. But what's new this time is that the tech feels like it finally actually works. And the reason why, and I really hate to say it because I am not really an AI guy, but it's because of AI in your hub. Where the real innovation here is what Shimano has done with the rear hub in the Q Auto system. And basically what they've done is integrated a little dynamo inside the rear hub. The little dynamo harnesses energy from the wheel spinning, saves it in little capacitors inside the hub for use to shift the derailleur. Where the real magic happens is in the AI, which basically what it means is Shimano has something like 6,500 rider profiles that they've put into the little brain that's inside the hub. And they also, the system also measures your speed. It also measures your cadence, kind of how fast you're pedaling. And crucially, it measures slope. Ooh, ice, ah! Doesn't measure whether there's ice on the ground. No batteries, no charging. You could park your bike for almost a year, not touch it, come back, start pedaling, and it's on. The system says that it'll hold a charge inside the hub for close to a year. It's basically electronic shifting without any battery anxiety. Super elegant solution, practical. As soon as I heard about it, the first thing I thought was how amazing this tech would be for the vast majority of people who are maybe new e-bike customers who don't necessarily understand how to shift or are new to cycling. And I also saw an amazing use for people that use cargo bikes, because you're managing the kids fighting back there, and the last thing you need to worry about is whether you're in the right gear to get up the huge hill ahead of you. It's quiet, self-sustaining, and just works. Kind of what we would expect from our cars most of the time, right? We want to get in it, turn it on, and go. This does that perfectly. So Shimano says that Q Auto uses its AI to predict when to shift. And for once, it's not just marketing fluff. It seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. And as I mentioned earlier, using the 6,500-ish preset rider profiles in there, as well as measuring your speed, your cadence, and the slope of the trail that you're on, it does a pretty amazing job, which you of course can override with the shifter. I've got a wireless shifter on my bike here, and if you want to, you can override whatever gear they've chosen, and the system will remember its AI knowledge of how you like to shift. And having been riding this for a few days, I can say it works pretty well. So the more you ride, the smarter it gets, to a point. It's like a little robot butler that slowly learns all of your bad shifting habits. Basically, Shimano has stuffed the telekinetic powers of Q Auto from Total Recall and put it into your rear hub.
Open your mind.
Open your mind, Quaid. Using the eTube app on your phone, you can set cadence preferences, you can adjust shift timing, and you can tell Quado how aggressive or lazy you want it to be. It really does let you tune it for exactly how you like to ride. And here's where Quado gets really interesting, is in the realm of accessibility. For riders with hand injuries, limited dexterity, maybe arthritis, because we've heard that a lot from people, shifting can actually be really difficult on a bicycle for lots of people. And if we're being honest as bike people, shifting actually requires a lot of understanding and practice. And for lots of people, they don't ride bikes enough to really ever kind of get there, nor do they care. They just want to get on their bike and ride somewhere. Quado removes that shifting barrier. You get to focus on the ride, looking around, using your brakes, maybe drinking your coffee, having a smoke, whatever kind of works your whistle. That small little change to the accessibility of riding bikes could really open the door to lots of people. And really, if we want bikes to be more accessible to people, they really should be easier to use. And Quado kind of answers that question. It's pretty cool. You know, and if we're being honest, we should be honest, I mean, we're just amongst friends here, right? Cycling kind of does have an image problem. Anything that can make cycling easier and more accessible to people, in my mind, is a good thing. Cycling shouldn't be alternative transportation. It should be easy transportation. With a car, you don't have to think really about much. Unfortunately, maybe we should be thinking a little bit more when we're in cars overall, hey? But you hop in, turn the thing on, put it in gear, and off you go. Everything we do that makes bikes easier to use is a good thing. And Quado seems to move us along that pathway a little bit. All right, so the sad news for now is that it doesn't appear that bicycle brands of any kind here in North America have discovered what Quado is, and it's currently not available on the market, really. I don't think there's any bikes that you can buy in Canada and the United States that have this system already installed on it. So really, at the moment, it's just an aftermarket type of thing for nerds like us to try, because we have to buy all the individual components and assemble them into a wheel to install on the donor bike. And maybe really that's who this video is for some product managers out there to get their hands on some of this stuff and try it out, because to my mind, this system is so easy to use and seems to work quite well that it really should be considered as a spec on many bikes. So, what is Quado? It's not about speed, it's not about performance. It's tech that's aimed at people that need bikes to be simple and reliable. If this tech helps more people ride and ride more often, and especially those who find traditional bikes with traditional shifting systems intimidating, that's a big win overall. And anything that can help make a bike easier to use and make it an easy choice for people instead of taking a car, that to me is awesome technology. Bringing cycling closer to a normal transportation option as opposed to it being some kind of alternative way to get around would also be awesome. So yeah, maybe you have this little robot on your bike that's really just thinking about you all the time. How bad a thing could that be? Open your mind. So is Quado genius or is it a gimmick? What do you think? Have you had a chance to even ride the system? If you've had a chance to ride it, I would really love for you to leave a comment, because I'd be curious to see how your experiences are the same and perhaps different than mine so far. Thanks for tuning in. Check back in a little while when we have an update on how things are going in robot shifting land. And before you go, if you made it this far, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.